Hello, this is Shep here at the Sun Valley Auto Club. In front of us is the 1964 Chevelle. This is the Malibu package. It's the convertible SS. What I love about the early Chevelles is that you can just use the data code and determine truly what it is. If it has that SS, you get deeper into the decade and everyone's just slapped SS badges on their car, and if you don't have a build sheet, you really don't know what you have. This is by just decoding that data code, we know this one was built in the fourth week of April in '64, Kansas City at the Chevelle plant, and it's the code 5867, which gives it the Malibu Super Sport convertible package. So the transmission is also decodable on that, and it always had the 4-speed manual transmission. So this has the 327 V8. We just got done talking about that manual transmission, and so that's the powertrain, rear-wheel drive. This one is just a really good car. It's a more of just a true survivor. It's obviously seen paint, so I should shut this hood tight. The gaps are never perfect, but if the hood isn't shut, it's going to be kind of disingenuous to what is going on the gaps. This car was owned, I don't have all the history. Some cars come with, you know, decades and decades and binders worth of information. This one really just kind of has to speak for itself. I know the previous two owners, this changed hands about a year ago. This gentleman had probably about 8 cars left in his collection, and like a lot of people in the pandemic, especially in this area, house prices went through the roof. And so he used that as an opportunity just to tap out and go on his merry way. So he sold his cars, and 2 of them came to this owner. We have, oh, it's not in here, it's up on a mechanic's lift, but a steel body 36 Ford Club Cabrio. So these 2 came out of his collection. So real conscientious car guy ever since I got my start here 12 years ago. He really helped me out. He'd come in, check on me and my knowledge, tell me what I was doing wrong, what I got wrong. But nice guy. So this is definitely owned by a true car enthusiast. The body is really good. There is Bondo there. When you paint meter it, that shows up. And on 60s cars, it's just been my experience, anytime you get this straight of a body, you've got something going on. You've got some Bondo going on there. And then some of the photos, I think they even showed it down low. There's a little bit of wave. So if you're gonna have this one judged at the highest level, it's not gonna do well. But as far as a head turner and a driver at the best sense of being a driver, a car that you're just gonna enjoy driving, not so scared of it that, you know, if it gets a rock chip on it, it ruins your day. It just really goes down the road smoothly. That's what I consider a driver, versus some people use the term driver as if it's an excuse. You know, it's like, well, it doesn't really run, but it's obviously exaggeration. But really good, well sorted on the inside too. So I'm picking up some glare. Let me try this on the other side. We'll come back to the passenger side. But the door cards are in great shape. There's always an originally red car. Looking at the paint code, I think it's, you know, as people paint them, the color changes slightly. But it's always been a red car. It's always had the black sport seats. And that vinyl is in great shape. No rips or tears. The carpet's in good shape. Nice dash. So this is one of those cars that there's always going to be something to do. Even the inner inner quarters, as those are called, are in good shape. You know, if you want something to do, there's always going to be something to do in a car like this. But that being said, you can also just drive it and enjoy it right where it's at. It's definitely not a project. I just sold my dad a Mustang, and that one was pretty well sorted, but he's already found lots of little things to do, change the stance, wheels, tires, little things. But that's kind of the fun part about these cars. We'll open up the engine, take a look-see in there. We'll do the trunk first. The top I'm not going to do in this video. It's a manual top, so there's no real operation that I feel would be important to show off. It certainly stays down in place, goes up easy. I know it's the which key, I just have to get it in there. Maybe I don't know which key. There we go. So that jacking diagram sure looks original. This one, my detailer said, was on the car, but when they were washing it, it had the last of its glue, and it's now off. So you've got the jack, you've got the spare. Nice clean trunk. Underneath that mat is in good shape as well. I do have photos of the underside of the car. Yeah, fantastic, dry, solid rig. We'll go ahead and turn this on. Give it a listen and a little cruise. And here we go with the keys again. Alright, I've got to sort these out. But do I edit? No. Do I keep going? Yes. We'll demo on the wipers, turn the lights on, turn the blinker on. So it looks like we have one bright out. I'll make a note of that and get that fixed. Really tidy engine bay. Power steering. It is drum brakes. Power steering feels good. The brakes are good. We bled all those. In fact, in some of the under photos, you'll see oil in the inner part of the tire. That's from bleeding. Upgraded radiator. Fresh battery. And that's something at a local car show. You want to lift the hood. Nobody's going to be disappointed with that view. Blinker, you can have your license plate lights. Turn signal. Turn indicator. So one headlight or the bright out. So this is an aftermarket wooden wheel. That sound is coming from right there. So the horn, there's no horn, but I put a piece of rubber underneath there because that's the part right there that's just moving around and creating that sound. Gauges, so the oil pressure, I can turn this off. Let's see if we can focus well enough. Well, I didn't know the camera was that bad. But the oil pressure definitely goes up right below 60. Your fuel comes up immediately. Amps, odometer, speedometer, and then there's the aftermarket tach there. Coming up on a holiday weekend, so lots of private jets. I'll show you a reverse. I'll talk to my techs about that center steering wheel, get that quieted down when they're doing the light. Beautiful afternoon. So we do have commercial flights coming in on the airport there, and we're whopping 2 blocks away here at the Auto Club. So if you want to fly in and check this one out, you're more than welcome to. We also ship nationwide, worldwide. So I've worked with the same broker for the last coming up on 12 years. So certainly we've got it down to as much of a science as it can be. And then know that this one is going to be inside. This is definitely an inside car. So it's going to be in the showroom here at the Sun Valley Auto Club. So it'll be in the same condition as you see it here, providing I back it in right. So I'm Shep here at the Sun Valley Auto Club. I can be reached for questions with your interest. We can put this in your garage. Just give me a call, 208-721-1973, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.